One underrated The Big Bang Theory episode revealed an awkward truth about Leonard. The Big Bang Theory is full of iconic moments, from Sheldon's relentless bazinga to Penny and Leonard's roller coaster romance. But buried beneath the show's major arcs and crowd-pleasing jokes are quieter, underrated episodes that reveal much deeper character truths, especially about Leonard Hofstadter. One such episode, often overlooked by fans and rarely included in best of lists, is Season 4's The Good Guy Fluctuation. While most remember this episode for its Halloween pranks and Sheldon's antics, it subtly exposed a very uncomfortable reality about Leonard. He sees himself as the nice guy, but isn't always the genuinely good guy he thinks he is. The setup: Leonard's dilemma. In The Good Guy Fluctuation, Leonard finds himself tempted by Alice, a beautiful comic book artist he meets at the comic book store. Despite being in a relationship with Priya at the time, a long-distance and admittedly complicated one, Leonard doesn't immediately back away from Alice's interest. Instead, he hides his relationship status and even kisses her before guilt finally catches up to him. It's a classic sitcom setup, but the implications for Leonard's character run much deeper. The nice guy illusion. Leonard is often portrayed as the most sympathetic and normal one among the group. Compared to Sheldon's rigidity, Raj's awkwardness, and Howard's early creepiness, Leonard comes off as the stable, rational one. He's the audience surrogate, the one viewers are supposed to root for, especially in his pursuit of Penny. But episodes like The Good Guy Fluctuation force us to reevaluate that perception. Leonard's temptation and his willingness to act on it shows that he's not as morally upright as he'd like to believe. What makes this truth awkward is that Leonard frames his behavior as a result of being a victim of circumstance. He rationalizes kissing Alice by telling himself that his relationship with Priya is strained and distant. When confronted with the choice between being honest or doing what feels good in the moment, he chooses the latter. This moment chips away at Leonard's good guy image, and the show doesn't offer him any easy redemption. Leonard's pattern of self-justification. This episode doesn't exist in isolation. It highlights a recurring pattern in Leonard's character. He constantly justifies morally gray actions by painting himself as a long-suffering underdog. Whether it's his romantic entanglements or the way he handles his friendships, Leonard often operates under the assumption that his intelligence and perceived kindness excuse bad behavior. Take, for example, his treatment of Penny when they begin dating seriously. Leonard frequently exhibits insecurity, jealousy, and even passive-aggressive behavior, especially when he feels threatened by her success or attractiveness. He dates Priya largely out of reaction to Penny's rejection, and then continues the relationship even though it's full of dishonesty and manipulation. These patterns expose an insecurity that Leonard refuses to acknowledge, and instead covers with a layer of false moral superiority. The audience's blind spot. One reason this truth is so awkward is because Leonard is written and framed as the safe-bet romantic lead. In a different type of sitcom, he'd be the classic underdog who wins the girl and lives happily ever after. But The Big Bang Theory occasionally pulls back the curtain, revealing that Leonard's good guy persona is often more performance than reality. The Good Guy Fluctuation subtly dismantles the illusion. There's no laugh track moment that makes his betrayal less serious. There's no big gesture that fixes everything. Instead, Leonard just confesses to Priya and learns that she's been cheating too, making the entire relationship a hypocritical mess. It's one of the rare times the show doesn't clean things up with a tidy ending. The awkwardness lingers, and Leonard's image remains tarnished. The importance of flawed characters. To be clear, Leonard's flaws don't make him a bad character. In fact, they make him more compelling. What The Good Guy Fluctuation achieves is showing that even the seemingly nicest character in a group can be selfish, deceptive, and weak. This honesty is what makes the episode so underrated. It peels back Leonard's layers and dares the audience to reconsider their assumptions. It also opens the door to deeper themes the show rarely touches, how nerdy men, who often see themselves as romantic heroes simply by being not jerks, can fall into patterns of entitlement and emotional,